Scaling your law firm doesn't have to be difficult. It's all about mastering a few key strategies, systems, and mindsets. Welcome to the Scalable Law Podcast, where we talk about how you can increase profit in your pocket and time in your calendar. My name is Caralee and I have successfully scaled my firm so that it doesn't solely rely on me. Now I love teaching other law firm owners how to do the same. Let's transform your business starting now. Welcome to the Scalable Law Podcast. I am excited to have you back again. Wow, I'm recording in advance because I am off to Thailand, which I'm really excited about. I'm going tomorrow. And this episode will be out in a couple of weeks. So while I am chilling, hopefully in Koh Samui by then, I will be releasing this podcast. So today I thought that I would talk about a marketing topic. So the topics that we cover on this podcast are often about how to attract clients to your law firm, or how to build a team, or how to automate your law firm. If you haven't done my triangle exercise, in regards to growing your law firm, then it's a really great exercise to do. I have a video on my YouTube channel, and you can just go through and work through for yourself what the 9 accelerators are. So there's 3 for each. One is for attracting clients. So there's 3 accelerators there to grow your law firm. One is to build a team. There's 3 accelerators. And the third one is automating your firm, and there's 3 accelerators there. So today I really want to hone in and focus on that attracting team. Sorry, not attracting team, attracting clients, and some of the accelerators that we see in this attracting clients section of the business. So one of the lowest hanging fruit is marketing your firm organically. And I really want to hone in on that in this episode on the Scalable Law Podcast. I'm going to explore why organic marketing is the most overlooked yet the most powerful growth lever for your law firms. It's also great from the perspective of building your firm's online presence, creating that brand authority, and then attracting clients without that hefty ad spend. I am all for ads, and I'm also all for referral marketing. You should definitely be doing all of it. But today we really want to break down what organic marketing actually involves for your law firm and why it works and how you can get started today. So many of the law firms that I am speaking to, they are not doing enough organic marketing. And it's awesome because it means that you've got this amazing opportunity ahead that you haven't yet tapped into. So often what I find is that law firms open their law firm and then they have a handful of referrers. They get quite busy. They've probably got a website and thought about, making that a little bit pretty, but often it's not practical. Pretty but not practical. We want practical, and it can still be attractive. But we want your organic marketing to really kick in and start working, because it really is the lowest hanging fruit, and it is the most underutilized. Why? I think it's because it takes consistency rather than cash, and you've got to be on it all the time, but the payoff, it really does compound over time. So let's talk about what organic marketing is when it comes to your law firm. So organic marketing is any way of attracting clients and converting clients without paid ads or without referrals. I separate referral marketing because referral marketing is where you are intentionally going out and creating referral partnerships or referral marketing channels through clients that have used your service before, or through someone who has got similar clients to you but don't offer the same service. So for example, if you are a conveyancing solicitor, then getting lots of mortgage brokers and real estate agents to refer you property matters, for example. So what we're really going to be talking about is your organic marketing, which includes your website and your SEO so that it can rank really well on Google when potential clients search for your services that you are offering. Content marketing, which is regular blog articles, podcast videos, newsletters, and the like that build trust and really showcase your expertise. Social media marketing. So this is having a presence on platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and maybe TikTok to build awareness and really stay at top of mind. Having a Google business profile is really important. So keeping your listing updated, collecting reviews and posting there regularly, and having an email marketing campaign where you're nurturing warm leads with helpful insights, firm updates, and resources over time. All of this is going to drive long-term traffic, and it's going to build a massive amount of trust so that you are the first person that someone thinks of when they are going through the problem that you solve, whatever that is in your legal sphere. So let's talk about why this is the lowest hanging fruit of them all. Organic marketing is definitely the lowest hanging fruit when it comes to marketing because it builds on assets you already have. You already have your website, you already have your legal expertise, and you already have a network in your social media realms and digitally online. The cost is primarily time and consistency rather than large advertising budgets. So you absolutely can do this yourself, and or I encourage you to potentially get a VA that can help you with some of this as well. It compounds over time. So the content you publish today can keep bringing you clients for years and years to come. And the content that you publish as well, it accumulates over time to create this legal brand and this brand awareness around your business. So you want to create authority in your space. It increases your conversion rates. And the reason it does that is because by the time leads contact you, they already know, like, and trust your brand. They are not choosing a legal service. They're not choosing, I have to get my family law matter done, so that's the one. They're choosing the brand and they're choosing the like, know, and trust factor. So it's really important that we have that around our firm. And it also really improves your paid marketing's return on investment. Because if you do invest on ads, whether that's Google or Meta ads, your organic channels are going to support your brand presence, which is going to improve your ad performance and conversion. So for example, say you decide to run some Google ads, you appear on the front page of Google at the very top, but lo and behold, you're also in maps, you've also got amazing Google reviews, and you're also on the top page organically. That means you're appearing 4 times on Google. That means that you are the biggest thing on the front page right now, which is exactly where we want to put you. So when a firm tells me that their marketing isn't working, often it's because they've skipped this part. They've skipped building a strong organic foundation. So if you haven't yet built a strong organic foundation and there's some of these things that you're not doing, let's get started. So how do you get started is the next question I can hear you asking me. Well, you don't have to do everything at once. Just start really simply. So the first thing that I will say to you, and this is what I was working on today with one of my accelerator clients, is that we need to actually work on who are you trying to target. There's no point just saying you're a lawyer because you could be offering multiple different services. We want to make sure that the person who's looking for your particular expertise in the law is actually going to find you, and they're going to land on your website and they're going to know that is exactly what you did. Today, my client had a very general website that just spelt out that she was a lawyer. It didn't initially tell you what she specialized in or what problems she solved. So it's really important that before you get started with any of this, that you really work out who your ideal client is, who you are serving and what problems you are solving, how you're going to transform your client from the land of unhappy to the land of thank goodness that legal matter is over and I'm relieved, that land of peace. So who is it that you're helping? Make that really, really clear. What I would suggest you do if you're not part of the Scalable Law program is really nut that out, get a journal out and really get writing. Like, who do you want to work with? And even if you're already niched, within that niche, who do you want to work with? So for us in family law, we really wanted to work with people who had property pools of more than $1 million. That was our ideal client. Our ideal client wasn't parenting matters or anything else. It was really just property matters. And so it made marketing super easy for me because I knew what my message needed to be. So the next thing, once you've organized and worked out your exact target, is to think about your website and really make sure that your website is reflecting who you're helping. Often what lawyers do is they reflect themselves. And so, they often have legal kind of banners or jargon, which doesn't really help the person who's landing on the page. You want the page to scream, I can help you. And the way it can scream, I can help you, and I'll give you say, estate planning idea around the page. When we think about estate planning, it's for families, it's planning for the future, it's giving them relief, it's making sure that they have peace and protection for their families in the future. So when we're thinking about the banner image, we want that to feel like they've landed in the right place. So what kind of image are you conjuring up as you're hearing about that client? And so, for us in family law, we're in the Gold Coast. The image is of a dad on the beach walking with his kids, rather than, say, a gavel. Most people don't want to go to court. They might need to, but, that doesn't feel good when you're landing on that page, right? When you're landing on a page and there's hope and you've got a heading that shares that you solve that problem, it really does help. Rather than talking about yourself, talk about your client. It's all about them and how you can serve them and what problems you can solve. So you need to optimize your website, not only with images, but make sure that it's super clear what you offer, and also make sure that there's really strong to action calls. So, if you want them to book in for a 15-minute call with you, like a discovery call or initial appointment, make sure that that is what they are seeing and you're directing them to that. Next up, we want you to claim and optimize your Google profile, your Google business profile. So you need to add photos, service areas, and also ask your clients to leave Google reviews. The more Google reviews that you can get left, the better, because it does help the algorithm. And like I said before, you really want to be at the top of the page for Google reviews, but also for maps. So optimizing your Google business profile is going to help you to do that. Next up, let's talk about publishing content weekly. You should absolutely have a weekly plan to publish some content. Now, the way that I like to think about it or strategize and make a plan about how to do this with minimal time and effort is that you should publish one large piece of content every single week. And a great way to do that is to batch create it. So that's what I'm doing now right before I go to Thailand. I'm batch creating a whole lot of podcasts content. And then from there, that content goes out to be transcribed. We create SEO articles out of it, social media posts, and frequently asked questions, and all sorts of things can come out of this podcast. So you could choose to do a long form video, so a video on YouTube, or a podcast, or both, because there's no reason that you can't be sitting here recording yourself while you are also creating a podcast. And then you can upload that onto YouTube. So the easy way to do it is just to whip out 4 of these every single month in a block, and then give it to a VA, someone who can help you to create all of the other content that goes behind the scenes just from this one thing that you're doing. So right now I'm creating this. This is the thing that's going to take me a bit of time. And then I'm going to hand it over to the editor, who's then going to hand it over to my team fully edited. And from there, they're going to create articles. They're going to create social media posts. They're going to put it in my newsletter as well. So if you are on my email list, you will be getting it in an email saying, why don't you listen to this great podcast? And you can create all of this content just from the one piece of content that you have created. And that means that you are maximizing efficiencies and your time. And you really can start creating some very strong authority and brand around your law firm by doing exactly the same. So I definitely recommend getting in and publishing content weekly. Make a plan. So what we do to do that is we create a 12-month plan of topics over each month, what we're going to be focusing on, and then we execute it and break it down into the 4 weeks of the month and go from there. It's actually super easy to do and it is so effective, but it's just keeping it up and keeping that consistency. So yeah, just do that. Follow this routine and you will absolutely create an incredible leveraged and optimized organic content around your law firm. So next up is to nurture your email list. Now, if you aren't creating an email list yet, you are missing out on a massive, amazing resource, because most of this stuff is really, really low cost. And again, with your email list, once you've got the list underway, then you can use like the podcast to send that out to them. You can also send them interesting information or lead magnets or checklists or topics that are happening in your practice area or with your firm. And the way that you build the email list is through lots of different sources. So you can build it through your organic traffic that comes through your social media. You can build it through your client list, so clients that you have used your service before and referrers who refer you work or potential referrers. And then you can also go to that next level and create a lead magnet that will then attract clients to download something. So a values-driven list. So the other day I was talking to a client and they needed more clients in a B2B space. So the best thing for them to do is actually to create a lead magnet for the particular businesses that they were targeting, and then get those people to download those lead magnets. When they click to download the lead magnet, they're asked to give you their email address, and then it goes into your CRM. And hopefully you have what's called a nurture sequence set up in the background, which will start sending them emails from you. So first one about downloading the document, whatever it is that you're giving them, the high value lead magnet. And then from there, you're going to send them out emails that are relevant to that lead magnet and to your area of practice. And they could get 100 emails automated over a 12-month period before you even send them anything by hand. So it's something that can be happening while you sleep, which is so amazing. That's why I really love that. And it will really help your clients to get to know, like, and trust you, which is going to bring you work, right? So then lastly, but not leastly, you absolutely must start measuring what's working. So track where your leads are coming from, and then you can double down on what actually drives results in your firm. So if you get people in from the podcast or get people in from your SEO and you know that that's working, then you can really go in hard on those things to get results. Or if it was your email newsletter list, well, then you would want to make sure that you are adding more potential prospects to your email list and so on. So when it comes to organic marketing, it's definitely not an overnight fix, and it's definitely not something that you start doing and then you start getting clients and results straight away. 100% organic marketing is something that is sustainable and scalable, and it will build your firm's reputation while you sleep if you are consistent and you keep on delivering incredible content that gives a lot of value. So what is it that you need to do? Is it that you should be, first of all, really working out who you're serving? If you haven't done that, 100% do that before you even get started. Or do you need to optimize your website? Do you need to claim and optimize your Google profile review? What are you doing about your content? Do you need a strategy where you can deliver weekly content and then get your team to deliver out the smaller tidbits of content? Do you need an email marketing list with some lead magnets? What is it that you really need? Now, my recommendation is that your firm needs all of these things, but honestly, just take one thing and perfect it. And then once you've done that, then start focusing on the next thing. The truth is that organic marketing creates long-term brand visibility without ad spend, which is a big tick in my books for your law firm. It also includes your SEO, content marketing, social media, email, and referrals. It builds trust, authority, and lead flow over time, which is so important. And my suggestion is that you start small and stay consistent because momentum compounds. And I know for me, many a times I've fallen off the wagon with my podcast, for example, but you get back on and you keep doing it and you keep growing those habit muscles of staying consistent. And over time, it will absolutely pay off. If you want to have a chat with one of my team about a strategy around your marketing and in particular your organic marketing, I would love to talk to you because in the Scalable Law programs, we offer a lot when it comes to marketing. We can help you market your firm and get a lot more quality leads through the door. This is one of our very big focuses. And I love showing law firms how to do this without wasting money with agencies. It's not to say you won't get an agency and have an amazing result with an agency, but initially there's a lot you can do without that agency spend. So if you'd love to talk with one of my team, then you can jump on the link below. We will leave the link below so that you can book an appointment. Or you can hop on my website, scalablelaw.com, and we would love to have a chat with you over there as well. It's just a 10-minute call to see if we can help you. And if we can help you, we book you into a strategy call. So you really don't have much to lose at all and everything to gain. Well, if this idea speaks to you and you have loved what you have heard, share it with a fellow law firm owner and subscribe to the podcast. That would be really awesome. And I will look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to the Scalable Law Podcast, brought to you by the Scalable Business Lounge. If you would love to know how you can get more clients without relying on referrals, head over to scalablelaw.com to watch my free masterclass. Until next time, you have got this.